Hi, I'm Sora.
Hi, I'm Saffron.
Welcome to Strangers in Fiction.
We're back. I mean, it's
We are.
every other week. It's not like anyone would have noticed a big gap between, but we haven't seen each other in weeks.
It's been a long time. Yeah, I don't know
Mhm.
exactly how long.
I've been a bit like, oh, what about Tuesdays? Because
Hmm.
that's when we record this behind the
Mm.
scenes. Knowledge for you. Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure we've got loads to catch up on. I'm just making sure that my microphone's connected correctly. Um, how have you been? What have you been doing? I see you've got more shelfage.
I do have more shelfage.
Yeah.
I also have all of my books with me. And so there's all of the shelving behind me, and then there is additional shelving in front of me.
Mm, nice.
And yeah, I thought I was going to be able to get all of the shelving into the picture.
Mhm.
Um, but that was not the case. So I've decided which side gets to be my background, and it's this one.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. I purchased too much shelving for the amount of books that I own, which
Mhm.
is great because that means I need to buy more books.
Mhm.
Um, and I thought I had more books than I do. Like, I'm underwhelmed by the amount of books on my shelves right now. So yeah, I don't know what happened.
It's just paving the way for more books.
Yeah,
That's a good thing. And you obviously own more books than a lot of people.
really?
So you are book rich for the
Okay.
average person. Like we're in
Okay.
this like bookish world where we're seeing people with
Mhm.
just, like floor to ceiling shelves just stacked with books in various gubbins. Whereas like the average person probably doesn't have a bookshelf. Possibly. That's a statement that I'm not sure about, but I know more people that don't have bookshelves unless it's like cookbooks and stuff.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I have like a short stack of cookbooks, and I'm like, I have the internet though. Can I just get rid of these?
Yeah.
Where am I gonna put them? There isn't a spot for them in the kitchen. Like, yeah.
You could put them on the bookshelves for now to make it look busier if you wanted to.
Yeah, yeah, I could do that. Um, but yeah, I was awake until 5 o'clock this morning, futzing around with the moving of furniture and the moving of books. I've moved every book on these shelves probably 3 times. But at 5 o'clock, I was like, I have to go to bed. I have to get a nap before I record with Saffron later.
Well, hopefully you're either sleep deprived and mental or you've had enough rest and you feel nice. Either
It's
way, we'll have a good time.
Yeah, yeah, it's like this weird sort of halfway point between both of those things. I'm feeling very brain foggy, so I'm going to say some idiotic shit.
Oh, good.
But yeah, but I've had enough rest that I can sit up straight for the most part.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
And if you
Thanks.
start curling over like a prawn, that's okay.
Okay,
I sit like a
fantastic.
shrimp. I'm like this all the time.
Yeah, no, I slouch horribly.
Mm. I have like a hump. Like I have a little hump. And I can feel like a notch in my bones where I've definitely got this like fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame situation going on.
Mhm. Yeah, that's in my future also.
Mm.
But I do have the sort of what is it called? The rolled or like permanently slouched shoulders.
Mm.
So like yeah, that's probably how it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, literary character. That's quite exciting.
Yeah.
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 So have you done much writing? How is your writing going?
I don't know. My writing is in a weird state of flux right now
Hmm.
and has been for the past year or so. And at this
Hmm.
point, I've been like trying to get back into the old habits
Hmm.
and trying to get into new habits. And like, I'm just not sure what the hell is going on.
Hmm.
So I'm just kind of gonna watch and see what happens.
Okay.
And just let my practice be whatever the fuck it's gonna be right now. Because, like, I am producing words. I'm not counting them
Yeah.
because I'm not doing it the same way that I was doing it when I was counting words really reliably.
Mhm.
So that's chaos, but it's fine as long as it's getting done. And I'm not working on book 2, obviously, because why would I be working on the thing that I'm supposed to be working on when I could be working on something else that's more interesting?
That makes more sense.
Yeah, no, like, I'm so fucking sick of the beginning of the story. I've been stuck here for 5 years. I'm ready to be done with the beginning of the goddamn story. So, yeah, I'm talking some stuff out with myself and plotting some things and trying to figure out how to execute the vision of this one particular series of subplots, that is now a series of subplots instead of like one subplot, because I just had to make things more complicated for myself.
Classic Sora.
Yeah. But I finally got around to finishing the last book in a series of audiobooks that I had been listening to.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
and I found the paperback copies of that book series that I also have, and they were not water damaged. They survived being in storage for 5 years. I'm so happy.
That's a win.
Yes, yes, it is. War of the Spider Queen. R.A. Salvatore's War of the Spider Queen. I stole Furon Mizrim for Interdimensional Bachelorette, and I'm using him shamelessly. He's wonderful. Evil as fuck.
Nice.
But, draw wizard. So, of course, he's evil as fuck.
You know I love an evil queen. And by queen,
He's,
I mean anybody.
yeah. He is.
Sassy evil.
He's a foppy dandy Poppin' Jay. But
What?
foppy, as in like a fop, as in someone who's very effeminate.
Oh, okay.
Dandy, someone who dresses really well, pays particular attention to their grooming, is sort of like precious about their appearance. Poppin' Jay, similar definition to the first two.
Cool.
Yeah.
Today I learned.
Yeah.
Sweet. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, that's very nice. It must be very nice to have them all in one place.
Yes. Yes, it is very nice to have all of my books in one place and to discover that most of them survived. I was really worried about water damage, if you'll recall. I was going to cry. But I did cry. But because so many of them survived.
Oh,
I cried
happy
from, yes, relief and
those.
joy. Same thing happened when I went through my archive recently, which is the stuff that I've written, like old journals and day planners and calendars and stuff, just like the archive of my life. There's some really important stuff in there, like the first book that I ever won NaNoWriMo with in 2014, back before it was horrible. And before it was like shut down. NaNoWriMo is no more. So I'm still trying to win this year, but that's just because November is important to me as far as like producing words goes, because it just has been for 11 years now.
How are you going to make it so that you feel like you've won? Like, what's going to be your benchmark of success?
Oh, probably 50K, just the standard 50,000 words. It'll probably be a struggle this time around because my husband, my friend who I married, is here right now. So we're spending time together. We're doing stuff. He helped me build. He didn't help me build, but he helped me put in place the very heavy shelves.
Cool.
Because this one weighs as much as I do without books on it.
It's massive.
It's huge, and it's heavier than it looks. So yeah, this has been a really long, rambly thing. But the point is that most everything survived,
Mm-hmm.
and I have cried multiple times unpacking things recently. I'm very happy. I'm
You must
relieved.
be very tired from all the emotional stuff.
Yeah.
It was very draining.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just relieved that the worst of the dread is past, because I was really dreading, opening up boxes and finding just the most important aspects of my life
Mm.
that were in storage just completely destroyed.
Yeah.
You know, and like books can be replaced, printed books can be repurchased, but a journal, there's only one copy of that.
Yeah.
So
Hope they're in a fireproof box now.
that's such a good idea.
You
I
can
need,
get fireproof bags.
yeah,
You should do
yeah,
that.
I should do that.
Mm.
Well, hopefully this particular situation where my shit is all in storage for 5 years will never happen again. But whatever, it's cool. I'm just gonna sneak over here and grab my tea because I'm very far away from my desk.
You are.
I am.
But it looks like you've summoned me to a meeting today.
Mm.
In trouble for my performance.
No, I'm in trouble for my performance. I have not been on social media since September. It is now November,
You must
like
feel
the
so
middle
good.
of November.
You must
What?
feel good.
I I feel pretty okay. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm stressed out about the fact that I haven't been helping to promote the show very much at all in a long
I've been
time.
doing a good job, so
Okay.
don't worry about it.
All right.
This is 2025 is the time for us to get ourselves together a bit more, so that going into the new year, I think that we're probably going to have the opportunity to amp things up a little bit, like releasing more clips and shorts and things like that, because when
I'm good
people
at that.
enjoy this show, if you're watching, thank you.
Hi.
Sincerely, thank you. I think generally speaking, people kind of enjoy having it on in the background. They're going to be, there are going to be moments where we're super rambly and people are like, oh my God, just get on with it. And that's fine. But I don't know. I feel like it's the kind of show that you could just have in the background when you're cleaning or just vegetating or staring at the wall or whatever. Just my MO.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are so many like quotable moments and like funny little just absolute breakdowns
Mm-hmm.
that I think people might enjoy. So I'd like to spend a bit more time doing that with this show. But I mean, things are in flux for both of us, and I think that we're both still trying to figure out where this fits in with our whole thing. And it's just been nice doing it because we get to
Yeah.
catch up and touch base and talk things through. And it's been really nice to have that this year. But I'd be interested to see where it goes next year because I mean I think we're at 51 subscribers on YouTube, which is really cool because we haven't promoted it really at
Yeah.
all. We just occasionally go, "There's another one,"
This
and
is
then
the thing that we
maybe like
do.
10 people might watch it, but then
Yeah.
that's 10 people that we haven't that have just sort of found their way to the thing. So yeah, I'm hoping that in the next 6, 8, 12 months of doing this that we'll be able to bring more people, especially to the episodes where we're talking about books and why we like them. So yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What has been going on with you? How have you been?
What about me? No, I'm kidding. No, I am so busy but also procrastinating at the same time because I am like overwhelmed.
Uh-huh.
So I keep going, I'm just going to sit here for a minute, figure
I
it
need a
out.
break.
And then I'm having a break from having a break constantly at the moment because I'm so overwhelmed with this additional thing that I've given myself. As of like today, today where we are recording, so it's that I'm giving it away. It's the 11th of November. Tomorrow, the 12th of November, I'm going to be shutting Idiosyncrasy down for the rest of the year to refurbish it.
Okay.
I'm not giving an opening date because I did that the first time around and that made me rush the construction of the site. And I am not au fait with building a website. I was just using the tools that were available to me and the limited knowledge that I had. And now I'm learning more things. I'm realizing very quickly that I built it to be this thing that wasn't going to be much at all. I think that's the best way that I can describe it. I built it under the assumption that nobody was going to be interested. And I'm just going to get out my stats. This is not a braggy thing. This is why I'm doing this thing.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
fascinating.
since the 1st of January this year, which is the day that it opened, it's had nearly 15,000 views.
Holy shit. That's a lot.
I've had nearly 5,000 people visit, which
So
is crazy.
approximately 3 visits per person.
Yeah. And some people, they'll go through and click through things, but it's not easy to navigate. It's not easy
Mm-hmm.
to search for something. The purpose of it was to uplift authors and to help people get to know them, but it's
Mm-hmm.
now completely outgrown itself. When there
Yeah.
were like 50 people on there, it was quite easy to just sort of click around and go, oh, I'm going to look at horror writers, and there'd be like 5 there. But now
Mm-hmm.
it's just uncontrollable. There are nearly 250, over 200 definitely authors on there, and it's completely unmanageable. It's like a total shit show. It's like that drawer that you have in your kitchen that's got a screwdriver and like stick tack and maybe a snack and then a bit of string. You don't want to throw it away just in case it goes to something, and then like half a button. That's what the website feels like at the moment.
The junk drawer.
It is. But
Yeah.
like I don't know if you can see this, these are all the countries that have been to the website.
Wow.
The scope is huge, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it any justice. And that is upsetting me, and it's been upsetting me for a really long time. So I did toy around with the idea of like changing things while it's live, but that was stressing me out because I thought, what if I break it and then the whole thing gets wiped, or this the general paranoia. So I thought, well, I only had spotlights booked up until this current one, which is for Ellen Holmes, um, and that ends tomorrow. I technically ends like I don't know 7 a.m. tomorrow morning or something. So at some point tomorrow, I'm going to have shut the website down, so you won't be able to access it for now if you're listening to it this episode until 2026. And I'll be regularly updating people with the newsletter. So I'm going to send out a newsletter today just to say like, hey, this is what's happening. These are the things I'm going to change. And I'm really committing myself to doing that so that it is actually a useful tool. So I'm finding myself gearing everything towards writers, and that's all very well and good, but I'm not doing anyone any justice by just talking to writers in this. I call it a circle jerk every time I mention it. It's a total circle jerk. And it's fine because the purpose of community is very important and the engagement in the community is very important. But I want to find people more readers, and I have a plan for that, but I can't enact that plan with the website the way it is. So the structure is going to change, the SEO is going to be improved. Like the actual structure of like when you click on this, it goes to this tree is going to have to change because I did it in a way that is completely nonsensical. So I'm going to have to basically rebuild the entire thing.
Ugh.
But a lot of it's going to be copy and pasting for now.
Okay.
And I want to make it easier for me to enhance people's features without doing a live show every single day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal is to interview every single author that's featured on the website by the end of 2026. So that means increasing the frequency. So from next year, once the website is back up and running again, I'm going to increase to 2 live shows a week.
Wow.
And I'm going to offer the people that are already booked up to June, I think June or July, the opportunity to book into an earlier slot. So I'm going to start off with like the first couple of weeks and say like if you'd like to do it the week before, and just basically it's going to be a massive faff, but I don't want new people who haven't waited all this time to get a slot in January, whereas other people have to wait till July. So I'm going to try
Yeah.
to move those around if possible, and it's only like an offer if people want to take it, because I want to switch it up and have idiosyncrasy be the resource that people can go to after they've watched an episode, so they can go and check out that person's work and a bit more about them by looking at like written interviews and resources and reviews and various other things. So it acts as like a tiny website for that author.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want there to be a section for the writer resources, but actually make more of an effort to make that a useful, usable thing, because at the moment I've just plonked it all on the front page because I didn't really know what to do with it. So there's that. I want to integrate some more like booktuber shout outs in there, because there are so many people trying to do their best to advertise indie authors in the community, and I want to connect with those people. So there are going to be some weeks where I do another episode just when I want to, where I'll invite people that I know just to come and have a chat, because I think that'll be fun. So yeah, that's all changing. And then one thing that is going to be added, which is actually the biggest part of this whole thing, is that I'm going to be opening a store on the site.
Yay!
So there will be merchandisey things available, and then there is also another thing that's going to be available that I can't talk about yet. But that particular thing I'll tell you after, because I trust you,
Okay.
but I don't know you. Is that this thing could potentially become an incredible new opportunity for writers. But I'm going to do one as a tester, and we'll see how it goes. So that's very exciting for me, but I can't talk about it yet. But I will say, if you're listening to this, keep an eye out on the Booked YouTube channel, because once I can announce the thing, I will be doing a live with the person I'm working with for the thing to answer any questions and show off the thing we're going to do. And
oh, I want to know what it is.
oh, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
You have to keep it a secret.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to do a heart wipe.
Okay.
So, this is the beginning of me telling Sora something secret. Okay. So, so I can find it when I'm editing. Yeah.
Speaking of talking about stuff, have you read anything good recently?
Do you know what I have? I have read something good recently.
Same.
And this good thing, I did read the ARC version of, and
Same.
the copy, the paper copy of it has arrived, and that is. I don't know how long I can do this for. Is it like a movie thing? Oh, that's copyright, isn't it? Floating Castle by L.N. Holmes. We did it. We finally got here.
The cover is sick. It is gorgeous. I absolutely love it, and I'm so excited to get my copy. I ordered it, but it has not arrived.
It's stunning. Put your hand out like this, and we'll do another superimposed. Amazing. That's great. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll superimpose that on there. So this cover was designed by Ellen Holmes herself.
She did? Oh my god, I didn't know that.
All the fucking work, as far as I'm concerned.
Gorgeous.
For this stunning cover. Oh, stunner. Honestly, it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
It is.
Look at the state of that. Stunning. The other episode, when we were talking about whether or not we were going to talk about this because you hadn't started it yet, I said, was there a tree on the cover? Just about. I think that's a tree.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was this. That was this.
Okay.
It's 389 pages? No, hang on.
382.
367. For the paper.
I was close.
For the paper copy.
Okay.
367. I don't know if it's going to be backwards or not. It's fantastic. I really, really liked this.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Freaking indie fantasy. It's doing something to me. I just wanted to also show there are maps.
Oh, gorgeous. That's beautiful.
There are maps. I don't know if there are any others. It's beautifully formatted. Super professional looking. I think this copy was through Ingram Sparks, so the quality of the printing, in my opinion, is better. I don't know if it's any different. I think it says Ingram. Yeah, so this is printed by Ingram, and it's better than Amazon. So if you're considering going with Ingram, the spine's nicer. They've used far less glue. It came perfectly wrapped. There was like a little ding here, but I'm not complaining. I've had Amazon books that have like bent in half.
Yeah.
Oh, Tell me, what did you think?
I have a lot of thoughts about it. I have a lot of thoughts about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about him?
No, no, I'm just gonna keep those to myself.
It's going to be a very short episode this week.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Um, so I was nervous for quite a while with it
Mm.
because I was like, oh, all the different POVs. Like it does the thing where each chapter is a different character's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do. She didn't go with the awkward first person version of that. She actually did it properly, where it's third person. And properly, in my opinion. I'm sure that there are some people.
Because mine's multiple first person POV. That's
Like, I don't understand that choice because it is so confusing to me. I cannot imagine a reader just being able to have that many identities in a single story.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's basically what you're doing. You are giving the reader a person to identify with.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another thing that kind of concerned me and confused me for a long time,
Okay.
because the story starts with the perspective of the person who is the antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was asking the question the whole time, am I supposed to sympathize with him? Am I not supposed to sympathize with him? Is he evil? Is he secretly like just a wounded person? What's going on with this guy? And like, I still don't have any answers. Like, it's kind of all of them, you know? So it was just a really interesting process to go through this story. Part one kind of read like a prologue to me.
Okay.
The first 130 pages. But after that, I was like, oh yes, this is my jam. So I don't want to say that I got bored. I don't want to say that it was a struggle, because like it was still interesting. There was still stuff going on, but it did read like a 130-page prologue.
Mm-hmm.
So just like be mindful of that going into it. If you do decide to pick it up. The background information does enrich the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
But it does have prologue vibes.
Okay.
So what did you think of any of that? Like,
I can kind of understand where you're coming from, but it didn't distract me at all from the plot or the flow of it.
mm-hmm.
I quite enjoyed the non-info dumpy style of learning about all the lore. I mean, you have three, at least three totally different worlds that these three groups of people live in. The three that were most distinctive to me, anyway. And there was like a lot of, you could tell an incredible amount of research has gone into this to make sure that like some things are realistic. For like,
which I love.
Yeah. I thought that the imagery was stunning. I really, really enjoyed the flow of the entire story. I don't think there were any moments where I was like, oh, come on, we need to keep going now, because the chapters weren't particularly long. You know, sometimes in a fantasy book, especially one of this length, sometimes the chapters can be like fucking forever, and then you're like, oh, God. Because like when I read in bed, which is like my main reading place, I go, okay, right, I'm tired, I'm going to finish this chapter. And when I'm like, oh my God, I just need to get to the end of the chapter and then I can go to bed. There wasn't any of that. It didn't take me a terribly long time to read, like some fantasy books do, because I'm like still digesting what the fuck I've read. So I appreciated that it didn't feel like necessarily traditional fantasy style, because I feel like the names, for example, names, places, the mechanisms within the worlds, I felt weren't unnecessarily fantasy type names. So
Yeah.
the sake of being different, because that's what people like to do, like I have to, give these people particular names, for example, that are totally impossible to pronounce, just because I want to be different and whatever, or whatever the motivation is for that person to make that choice.
Yeah.
I felt like they were perfect. That's something that I'm sure I talked to her about, or it might have been another episode of a different podcast that I watched when she was a guest. But I know that a lot of thought was given to naming each person. And I feel like that fit perfectly.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it was on Already Overbooked. I have to name drop that one because I don't think I spoke to her about it, but I felt like I did because I was watching it. But yeah, so I feel like so much of it was done with purpose, and I can see why you would have those feelings about like the first basically half or the first
Mhm.
third of the book.
Yeah.
But for me, it was for somebody that doesn't generally read fantasy on purpose. I felt like it was gently bringing me into the story because I know
Yeah.
there's going to be multiple books. So, yeah, I appreciate it. I feel like if you're going to read the series, you can't skip this one because it gives you so much detail
Mhm.
about what to expect and sort of laying down the groundwork for what's to come.
Yeah.
But I loved the creatures and I love the witches. There's witches in
Mhm. Yeah. The
uh,
magic system is really cool.
it's
I
really cool.
It's like a weird balance between low magic and high magic.
Mhm.
Um, and the system is just really interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it was really well thought out, and I liked that
Mhm.
there was this like sisterhood, and there was like some leaning towards, I can't think of the word, spirituality, but it was a spirituality that that group of people had towards this thing, this entity that actually turned out to be something else.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should. I'm not going to give any more detail about that because it was interesting. But you kind of get that from the beginning. Because you're like, "What the fuck?"
Mhm.
When this entity is described, it was fucking terrifying. There were some parts where I thought, "This is really scary."
Mhm.
um,
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely dark fantasy. It's
mm,
definitely dark fantasy. There's some pretty I don't wanna say that it got, like, super graphic, but there are some really, um, dark themes
yes.
in the story.
Mhm.
And, it was visceral, and I enjoyed that aspect of it. Like, normally, I'm just like, "Oh, scary stuff, ugh."
Mhm.
But here it was just like, "Oh, yeah, I'm experiencing the horror that these people are going through."
Mhm.
And, like, there were no punches pulled.
Yeah.
And so, like, it was definitely dark fantasy. Not in the, like, sort of grim, dark, morally gray hero
Mhm.
sort of vein, but in the there's some horrific aspects to the story
Mhm.
kind of way.
Yeah. I think I feel like it enriches the story rather than being added for shock value. I feel like
Yes.
it drives home the darker aspects of personalities so that you can
Mhm.
get some clearer guidance as a reader as to who to root for. But it also quite it's not, I wouldn't say this was a violent book, but it has a lot of violence and fight scenes in it. I will say masterclass in fight scenes. They were so well described.
Mm.
Genuinely enjoyed the fight scenes because sometimes I skip over them a little bit because I think you're just dragging this out for no reason. But I feel like because there are a lot of fight scenes,
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed them. I thought they were for fun action. There were enough of them to keep the excitement going. And I'm really interested to find out what happens in the next book, which is really rare for me because I don't actually past like in a series. I get a bit annoyed because I'm like, just give me a book and I want to be done with it. But this,
Yeah.
like, okay, Elias, what are you gonna do?
Right? I'm so invested. Who's your favorite character?
Griselda.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Like,
Mm,
she just has such a small part in the story. So
I
I
know,
was like, how do
but
you get
she's
to
a
be a
hit.
favorite?
But she is so integral
Okay.
to the journey that some of the people in the book take.
Yeah,
If it isn't
that's
for
fair.
her, people will probably have died.
Really loved the world building.
It was,
I
yes.
Yes, I like the magic system. I like the just all of the details that went into the making the world feel real. It's very like grounded, like you said. It's well researched.
Yep.
And I have a particular knit that I want to pick.
Oh God. Go on.
No, I have a question that I would love to ask Holmes.
Okay.
There was at least one, but I'm pretty sure I remember two references to aspic, the food.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, if I know what that is, then it is like gelatinous um soup stock, basically.
Okay.
And it sounds disgusting because it's like basically savory jello.
Yeah.
But it didn't become popular until refrigeration was a thing, because it wasn't really possible. You couldn't get gelatin to form jello without refrigeration. So how are they doing that?
I
how
don't.
does how
I
does
don't know.
refrigeration work?
I don't know if that's true in terms of like when they had to boil like actual animal parts, like hooves and things, because if it has a high concentration of gelatin, I think it will set at room temperature. I think.
Okay.
But like
Okay.
jello is
Uh-huh.
like a highly processed manufactured thing. But
Uh-huh.
if you make stock, for example, I'm pretty sure it stays gelatinous at room temperature. I'm certain.
Gross.
Yeah.
It sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Your
I
hair.
wonder what?
It's great for your hair and your nails.
Oh yeah.
It's full of collagen. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, I'm pretty sure that there are like medieval recipes that have like like a meat jello type thing that has like meat chunks in it,
Hmm.
or it's set with that. And I'm so sure that trifles are really, really old. They have jelly in them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for enlightening me on and English, please. Thank you for enlightening me on that. I figured you would probably have some kind of information that I didn't, that wasn't from L.N. Holmes' head.
If
Holmes's?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's what aspic is, but I might be wrong. And I'll
Okay.
put a little thing. I'll put a thing right here. I'll put it there with a little box that says what it is. If it's wrong, and if it's not wrong, I'll empty and I'll just look like I'm stupid. But yeah, I mean, I know that she did a tremendous amount of research to make sure that the medievally sort of aspects were considered and as accurate as possible. But you can bend a lot of truths when you have
Yeah.
see. So, for example, if they didn't have refrigeration and if gelatin doesn't set at room temperature, which I'm sure it did, if you have like proper gelatin,
Uh-huh.
um, wizards.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, if refrigeration was used in the creation of that particular aspect,
Mhm.
then it was very likely magical, which is why I'm so interested in it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, well, we can fact check it. Uh,
Mm,
but if we haven't done by the time this is edited and goes out and Ellen Holmes sees it, please do comment on
yeah,
the episode.
tell us about the aspect.
One thing that I did and I keep thinking about is the fucking flower garden.
Yeah.
Can't stop thinking about it. I
Hmm.
want to see it with my eyeballs. Like I desperately want to see this rose garden. I think it's a rose garden. Uh,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Magical rose garden.
I see that so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing. Horrible, but amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. It's definitely something that I would love to see in film. I would love to see this whole thing in film, to be
Yeah.
perfectly honest. I feel like this visually would be such
Stunning.
a stunning thing. The
Mhm.
castle itself, let's not skip the fact that this is called the floating castle.
But I loved what she did with that, because it's not like floating in the sky because it's magical. It's just like floating a
Hovering.
few, yeah, it's hovering
What
with like realistic physics and shit. Yes.
I love this element, and what I
Yes.
loved was that it wasn't all about it. It was just a
Mhm.
mechanism for tension and like just the mythology behind the
Yeah.
actual city itself. I thought it was really interesting because I thought, okay, so I've been introduced to the castle and you know what it does, and then it isn't mentioned very much for quite a bit.
Mhm.
And I thought it's called the floating castle, like
Where's the fucking floating castle?
and then stuff happens, and then I go, oh, you sly
There
fox.
it is.
Of course, that's where the floating castle is. But I appreciated that it wasn't used as like a gimmick.
Mhm.
It was a very, very important, integral part of the plot, but not constantly, which then made it not feel like it was just like there for fun.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite character?
Whew, I don't know how to say his name, but it's either Whalen or Wallen or Wallen. It's Wallon.
I think Wallen.
Okay, yeah.
Mm.
He's my favorite. I ship him and Liling, because that's,
Oh
if
yeah,
that doesn't happen, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I hope it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's sweet.
Mm-hmm. He
Sweet.
is.
Yeah.
And he's, the spoiler.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it's I'll tell you what else I really liked.
Okay.
There were different types of dragons.
Yes.
I
Yes.
hope we see more of that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think 2 different types
Mm-hmm.
in the book. Also, oh my god, what was in the fair? I think it was fairies. I think there were fairies.
Okay. I don't remember fairies, but I believe you.
It's in the. I'm going to put the spoiler thing in the forest.
In the forest. Where in the forest? I don't remember.
Where they're trying to find the dragon.
Oh, yeah.
The fairies?
The fairies that were trying to eat them.
Yes, evil
Yes.
fairies.
Evil fairies.
They felt
Ah.
like they were accurate to the folklore about fairies rather than
Mm-hmm.
Tinkerbell, which I appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Ellen Holmes was not afraid to make the mythical ugly in an entertaining way rather than like, ooh, sparkles of fairy dust. Which is the point of this is that it's not all like, you know, busty heroines that can, you know, that are really good at everything and over sexualized and like they're kind of useless, or maybe they're like whatever. They were very realistic depictions of real women, and their relationships with one another weren't needlessly catty or you know, a crutch for drama.
Mm-hmm.
And the creatures were really quite creepy and atmospheric and fun and exciting. It wasn't like reading the same old shit. It was like, okay, I love what you've done with this, and you've not tried to be gimmicky or tried to be too clever with it. Because that's what people can fall into the trap of. Like, I have to make my book different to everybody else's, and then it ends up being this like shit, basically.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Well.
It's not cookie cutter, like aestheticized romantasy.
Yes.
There's a lot of that these days, and I think people are sick of it. And in that case, they should definitely read The Floating Castle.
Oh fuck
yeah! They
yeah.
should read The Floating Castle anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really nice palate cleanser from like really aesthetic, just sort of hollow fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally
Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like,
if you want something different.
Yeah. Variety is the spice of bookshelves.
Exactly. This, okay, I'm going to show it off again because I'm obsessed with the cover.
It's beautiful.
I don't often buy books in in the physical form after I
Mhm.
read the ebook. I don't often do that because I think, well, I
Yeah.
read it already. I had
Mhm.
to be on my shelf, and I don't normally feel like that about books. So I'm giving it more airtime because it's
There
stuff.
you go.
I'm so fucking proud of this woman. I am so intensely proud. I really, truly call her my friend. She's incredible. She's so good for this community. She's so helpful. She's so busy, and yet she finds the time to lift people up. She does so much work in the background. She runs the small Spec Book Awards with Lily
Mm.
Abacassis. Hope I've pronounced your name right because you're lovely.
Mhm.
And she just does so much. And through all of that, being a busy mum, she works, she's written this fucking book and released it, and she self published. This was her first self published debut novel, and I'm so proud of her. So if you're watching this, I'm trying not to cry because I'm very proud of you. Um, I'm so glad that you enjoyed it because
Me too.
I
It's
loved
so
it.
good.
I loved it, and I
Yeah.
want to read the next one, and that's not
Yeah,
like me.
same.
What have you done to me, Holmes?
When does it come out though? Seriously, like when do we get book 2? Where is
Okay,
it?
I don't know. I feel like it's next year.
Okay.
I feel like she said she's written it. I can't remember. That's awful of me. My memory's terrible. My brain's mush at the moment.
Well, and we
Um,
talked to so many fantasy authors who all have book series going, so it's
True.
not shocking.
Yeah. One
Yeah.
after another at the moment, which I love because I get to read all sorts of different stuff. But yeah, they all just sort of meld into one.
Yeah.
And then I watch their interviews with other people, and then I'm like, did I have that conversation with them? Or, in my brain. So, yeah, thoroughly recommend. Even I'm saying this, I've said this before about other books, and I really mean it. If you don't like fantasy and you want to give it a go, this would be a fantastic gateway book because it's not tedious and it's not
Mhm.
dry and it's
Yeah.
not written like an old man is telling you a story because sometimes they feel like that. There's no unnecessary verbiage where you think you've just made that longer for no fucking reason.
Yes.
It feels
The
purposeful.
the style is it's one of those things where like I remember you describing yourself like as a cricket, just like rubbing your legs together in satisfaction when we were
Yes.
talking about the singer.
Yes.
It's that kind of just like wordy, but in that it is associated with words, not in that it is verbose.
Mhm.
Just sort of like uh, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's just the narrator's voice, the style of the
Yes.
narrator is just good. Is
Mm.
good. It's something that I just really thoroughly enjoy,
Mhm.
and that doesn't happen a whole lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, um, books will just kind of be a vehicle for conveying a story that I enjoy,
Mhm.
without like a lot of I don't notice the narration. It's just sort of there to tell me the story.
Mhm.
But a lot of time there are some authors, and Holmes is one of these authors
Mhm.
that I just thoroughly enjoy the word choice, the syntax, the choices
Mhm.
that the narrator makes.
Mhm.
Like starting a chapter with just a punchy sentence as the
Mhm.
first paragraph.
Mhm.
Something something was on fire.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! Open a chapter like that. That's gorgeous. Mwah. Yeah.
I feel I'm giving it more airtime because I need to. If this book doesn't end up becoming a massive fucking thing, I'm going to be shocked and disappointed in the world. I
Mhm.
feel like this needs to be in Barnes and Noble. This needs to have its own fucking table. This needs to be considered for movie rights. Okay? If
Yeah.
anybody's watching this and you're looking for your next movie, also congratulations to Ellen Holmes because she won second place in the Star Path Creatives writing contest.
Yay! That's so exciting.
Yes, that's very very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been off social media for several months now. I don't think I've done a damn thing with any social media since like September, and it's November now.
Okay. Protect your
So
peace.
yeah, I'm mostly just like trying to take as many things off my plate as possible right now because I'm also overwhelmed and I'm doing far less than you are.
That's okay.
Um,
I should be doing far less. I'm a glutton for
right.
punishment.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to take as much off my plate as possible so that I can deal with the things that are actually important. Um, in order of priority.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't realize that the winners had been announced.
They have,
Okay.
and they are. So it's Mavra, the one first place. I can't remember their full name because it's a pen name. And Ellen Holmes won second place, and BC Johnson won third place.
Fantastic. Congratulations, everyone.
I bought this new pen, and it
Hmm.
doesn't make a clicking sound.
I love clicky pens.
So do I, but I fidget with them. And I
Same.
was like, ah. And also, look at this. Hang on. The little clippy thing goes in.
That's insane.
I know. And it's shiny.
It is. But like that sort of matte shiny.
It's like sheen.
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen. It's a Rytech Space Up Astro line. And I thought it was going to be way better than it is, but it's fine. If they were a rip-off, I wouldn't buy them. They're very nice. I got 3 different colours in a pack, but I'll have a fat nib, and they haven't got a fat nib. Send me your fat nib suggestions, because always looking for a fat nib. I'm gonna stop saying fat nib now.
Don't ever stop saying fat nib.
I'm gonna have to say other words as well, otherwise I'll never get anything done. Oh, I will say, is that so you have your alpha reader friend.
Mm-hmm.
Ellen Holmes very kindly agreed every Monday to remind me to send her a new thing from my book.
That's so beautiful. Oh my God.
So thank you, friend. Thank you for being a friend.
Love that. Love that so much.
Yeah, that's cute. I'm pleased.
Accountability buddies are essential.
Yes. Cool. Well,
What else?
don't know. It's been over an hour.
Yeah. We do that.
We do that. Do.
I'm glad you said it because otherwise I was going to have to.
Yeah. Them's the
Yeah.
rules.
Yep.
I don't want to do can though.
No. We don't need a doo-doo can.
Just can.
Just
You,
the
look at these bad boys.
can. Those are nice.
I said, give me them slime green nails. And they were like, for Halloween. And I was like, sure.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
You want to give it a label? That's fine. Yeah. That's all my news. I haven't done anything else.
I'm trying to think if I've done anything else. And I don't remember when it was that we talked last. So I don't
Weeks
know.
ago.
It was a long time ago. Yeah. I just watched the episode that came out yesterday, like literally right before we recorded this episode just now. And I don't remember anything I've ever said ever. So like I would love to be able to like reference it like a person who remembers things and just be like, oh yeah, here's an update on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember anything I've ever said ever.
No, I come into this and I go, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very similar. I'm usually a sit in silence person with people. But you can't really do that on the podcast. It'd be a bit shit, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not very much a sit in silence person.
Really?
Yeah, like, I've gotten better about the need to fill awkward silences. I don't need to anymore, but, like, I still have this sense that, uh, I should say something, you know?
Mm.
I'm not anxious about it anymore, like I used to be,
Well,
because I don't constantly feel like everyone's judging me.
mm,
Because I've just realized, oh yeah, people don't really care about the things that they are judging me for
hmm
in my head. So like, yeah. But I still feel like, well, I should be entertaining this person that is spending time with me. You know, like they're taking time out of their day. I should be more of of an entertain of an entertainment than just to like sit here in companionable silence.
oh. I'm very much like, if you don't like sitting here, you can leave.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing this over here. When people are talking too much, sometimes I go, should we put something on the telly? Should we watch something? That's my go to, because sometimes I'm like, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I talk all the time. I can go an entire day without saying anything. Well, no, that's not true. I definitely self deprecate constantly.
I talk to
Talking
myself.
is usually, you fucking idiot. Constantly. Just all the time. Like, oh, you tit. But
I also talk to myself out loud a lot of times, but I probably when my husband isn't here, I can probably go for days without saying anything out loud.
yeah.
Yeah. And
He's
that's fine.
hmm
That's fine with me. I'm okay with that.
Sometimes it'll be a while, and then I'll say something and go, oh,
I will whisper even though there's no one around because I and then I'm just like, why am I whispering? There's nobody to hear me talking to myself.
It's a bit creepy.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
Yeah.
I did get, hang on, I went to Half Price Books. I'm going to try not to turn around. There. Hopefully things won't fall. And I managed to get this 1970s edition of Jaws
Nice.
at an absolute fucking bargain price.
Mm.
Probably because it smells.
Mm-hmm. Because it's, 1970 something.
1975, I
That's an
think.
old book.
I think so. But yeah, that's right. I've never read it, so I wanted to read it, and I thought, oh, that's nice. It's the
That
only
is nice.
had original price of $1.45. I
If
got ripped
only.
off. I also bought the Virginia. Oh my god, I can't butcher. She's not alive anymore. The Virginia Giuffre autobiography, which I convinced myself to buy, even though I wasn't necessarily going to read it, because I read some excerpts of it, and it was so horrendous that I was like, she deserves for people to hear her voice, and I don't want to ignore that it's there. So I haven't quite braced myself to read it yet, but I'm going to take a week off because I have
Good for
one.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to take a week off because my mum's coming to visit for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
And during that week, I've got a pre-recorded episode of booked going out. I'm literally having an entire week off, which would be really nice. So I think I'm going to read it during that time. Yeah, I'm kind of dreading it actually. I'm a little bit worried about reading it.
Well, maybe don't do that during your time off then.
Yeah, but at least like if it fucks me up, at least I won't have to like perform for anyone.
Yeah.
And it feels like reading it over the Thanksgiving period is kind of poignant. So yeah, I'm gonna dive into that. I think. Yeah. Oh, and also other news. Hang on, I'm so determined not to turn around. Grab the stack. This is gonna fall. You just fucking watch. That's gonna fall.
Mm.
I also got this like ordered in March. This Casey Carlisle's book Intuition.
Nice.
It's out now. She sent me the digital copy as an ARC, and I've had all this other stuff going on. But I thought, well, no, I'd quite like to. I'll get the book.
The cover is really awesome.
Yeah, I think she designed it. Yeah, I think she designed it.
That's pretty cool.
And I think I might be wrong, so I'll cut this out if it's wrong. But I think all the proceeds for Intuition will be going to the National Centre for Domestic Violence something.
I've seen from Katie Carlisle that she does donate all of her proceeds to organizations that are for helping abused women.
Yes. So yes.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I shut that off because supporting people. Also, my own development, I ordered and received this.
Okay. It's backwards for me, so I'm like trying to.
An utterly correct guide to clarity and style.
Oh, okay.
Recommended to me by an editor.
Okay.
So I was like, well, fuck it, I'll get that. And I also got self-editing for fiction writers.
Nice.
Because I was like, I need to start actually thinking about this being a good book when it comes to out. I don't want it to get out there and then it be like a pile of hot shit. Because all of the words that I've said about other people's books and saying that they have value and stuff will go down the fucking toilet if it's shit. Because people will be like, well, you don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Yeah.
Also, we were talking about scary books once. And I think we talked about Goosebumps.
We might have.
Or I didn't know that R.L. Stine did books for grown-ups. Grown-up book. I'm so excited. It says, hang on. It says it in here somewhere. R.L. Stine has got nightmares for us all. Keep this book far, far away from your kids. And I was like, I'm buying that. I miss books like this size. I miss these kind of little tiddly books that are like tiny. I love the tiny writing in them.
Yes.
I appreciate that. I miss a little book that's packed full of stuff. Oh, it's called a pocket book. That's fun. And this was from 2012.
There you go. That's awesome. I didn't know he was writing for adults either.
No. There you go. So I will have to let you know when I read that.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
I'll tell you about it. You don't have to listen.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's everything now. I bought some other ones. They're in there somewhere.
Cool. I haven't bought any new books in a while because I've been waiting to get all of my books on shelves. But now I need to buy more books.
Yes,
because I don't have enough. I just don't. Look at all this empty space. Look at it. I mean, that's intentional because Jeffrey will chew on anything that's on the bottom two shelves. He'll chew on it. He'll claw at it. He'll knock it down. He'll steal it and make me trade him for it.
So funny.
Yeah.
He's got it wrapped around his paws.
Yeah. I mean, at least I did teach him that I will give him a treat if he gives me the thing that he has. So he will basically drop it immediately. I just have to ask, you want to trade? You want to trade? Can we trade? And he'll trade with me. It took a while to build that trust, though. So I literally, I can't break it because, like, it just, if that trust goes away, then I don't know that I'll ever be able to get it back.
Yeah, so. You can't break puppy trust. It's the rules.
No. Yeah. But yeah, I have so many empty shelves in front of me, and I cannot abide that.
Okay.
Do you think that's it? Is there anything else you want to say about the floating castle?
Nah, no? It's fucking brilliant.
It is. It's really good.
We'll show it again.
Okay.
Hang on, it's under the pile of other things. Ta-da!
I'm really looking forward to the next book, and I'm looking forward to having the question answered. Is the antagonist supposed to be sympathetic? Because like I'm sort of waffling. I haven't committed to liking him, but like I want to.
I thought he was really nasty.
He is really nasty, but like you find out the stuff about why, and it's like, okay, so this is a sympathetic villain.
Yeah, but if you're an adult, you should recognize that you've got those traits and you should work on them if you're really a good person. For villains,
Maybe,
I mean, I'm talking about not
yeah,
real life, actual trauma-y things.
right. I'm wondering if he's being set up for a redemption arc.
Oh,
Fingers crossed that he's being set up for a redemption arc. And the actual bad guys are the Glidanian, just taking a stab at that pronunciation, king and queen. They're the actual bad guys.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll find out
Yeah.
in book 2.
Yeah.
Electric.
Well, hopefully we'll find out at some point in the series. Maybe not book 2.
Yeah.
That would be okay. But like, give me more.
Well, on that note,
thank you for joining us today, Book Goblins. We hope you had a good time. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video, tell people about it if you are so inclined, and read indie books. Especially The Floating Castle, particularly The Floating Castle. Please read it. It's fantastic. Literally, in that it is full of fantasy. And stay tuned for more unhinged talk about the unreal on the regular.
That's where I'm going to fade the music.
Sweet.
Thanks.